Over the next 20 years, inflation will ruin the lives of millions of people. How to save yourself with crypto. Even today, we are all living in a period of global upheaval. The COVID pandemic, the USA and China trade war, the war in Ukraine, a whole series of revolutions in the East and Africa, and all of this is already affecting the financial situation of each of us. Inflation, which is the depreciation of money, is breaking all records. More than 1 billion people live below the poverty threshold, and every fourth person is saving money on food. And most importantly, for the next 20 years, inflation will not stop destroying your wealth. No matter how much money you have in a quarter of a century, you are going to become poorer, and not just by a few percent. If you belong to the middle class, then your ability to provide education for your children, spend money on vacations, or buy a new car is at risk. And if you live a slightly more modest life, you will face a real struggle for survival. Hundreds of millions of people are at risk of not surviving this period at all. How do I know that? I recently came across some researches done by a market strategist, economist, and historian, Russell Napier. 30 years ago, he predicted the Asian crisis of the 90s and became known worldwide. Since then, he has made several more accurate predictions. 2 years ago, when global inflation was just starting to rise and everyone was saying it was temporary, Napier warned of a vicious return of inflation, and he was on point. Now he is warning about a 20-year phase of structurally elevated inflation and financial decline worldwide. In simple words, for the next 20 years, inflation around the world is only going to rise, and we will all get poorer with each year passing by. His research is quite complex for people new to crypto and the world of finance in general, so I will talk about what dangers await your wallet and how to protect yourself from them using simpler examples. I will not be trying to sell you anything, but I see that people from a wide range of social backgrounds still do not have simple answers on how to protect themselves from the depreciation of money. No matter how hard you try to work harder to earn more each year, you can actually afford less and less. I will tell you exactly how to save the money that you and your loved ones have. Cryptocurrency helped me save my money from voracious inflation, and in this video, I will tell you how you can do the same thing easily, safely, and starting with just a few dollars.
My name is Ivan. I'm an investor and a businessman. I have 6 projects in crypto, IT, and artificial intelligence. And while I am working, my digital clone is recording this video for you right now. All information has been double-checked by me personally. The future is already here.
People are usually too busy working and taking care of their loved ones to think about what is going on. But everyone can see that there is no place in the world where the situation is becoming more financially stable. Why? Let's be honest. Governments have no time to think about protecting the interests of the population. They are busy dealing with global affairs. While the bigwigs from different governments argue among themselves at summits and start wars, their conflicts are paid for out of your pocket, without you knowing about it. This inevitably leads to inflation. And while you are watching this video, your savings for your dreams are slowly dwindling. Global inflation is creeping into our lives like an invisible enemy, devouring money before our eyes. More than 1 billion people are living below the poverty threshold even today. Over the past 5 years, the indebtedness of the population has reached record levels. People are saving money on everything they can today. You can try keeping your money in local currency however you want, at home or in a bank. But at any moment, your savings can disappear. For example, in December 2021, 45 million people in Argentina woke up bankrupt because their government declared default. Governments can easily restrict access to people's bank accounts to save the global economy during a crisis, just as 2 years ago when governments imposed lockdowns to preserve the global healthcare system, and no one can stop them. While banking bigwigs do not care about clients' problems, they make over $100 million daily from clients' money transfers, which is over $36 billion a year. Sending money abroad comes with high fees and numerous restrictions. Governments control every dime you have. Every month, banks freeze accounts, which is about $1 billion, for reasons ranging from sanctions to debts of a client's relatives. And banks get away with it because everyone is busy with day-to-day issues. Assuming that Russell's research is accurate, considering the events of recent years, and realizing that the next 20 years are only going to get worse, we need to save our money from getting hit by inflation or controlled by a government. I hope you can see that on this channel you will only find facts and pure knowledge. Subscribe, and I promise, every minute of your attention on this channel will be well spent for you and your future. Now I will explain what cryptocurrency is and how it will help you save your money and the future of you and your children. What do you usually do when you hear about an upcoming economic crisis? You try to save as much money as possible at all costs. But in this particular case, this method is of no use. After all, inflation will devalue both your income and your savings equally. I am well aware that for a beginner, Cryptocurrency looks complicated, confusing, and dangerous. Not because it is true, but because people naturally have a fear of the unknown. But if you want to save your future and your savings, you need tools that are immune to inflation. For many, cryptocurrency has become that tool. For example, for the 15 million Argentines who had at least some of their savings in crypto, it was a lifesaver after the 2021's default. But what is crypto and how does it even work? Let me give you an example. Usually, to transfer money from one person to another, you need an intermediary, a bank. If you paid for a product on Amazon, the bank makes a record of it. You do not get charged 2 or 3 times in a row, the bank is responsible for that. Crypto, on the other hand, works the same way, but without people and banks. Transaction information is not stored in one bank, but its encrypted form is stored on thousands of computers around the world. It is combined into blocks, then blocks into chains, which are protected by cryptographic keys. To put it simply, cryptocurrency is electronic money that exists due to computer technology and cryptography, without the involvement of banks, governments, and so on. It is just your money in your hands. Thus, crypto almost has no flaws that traditional money has. Decisions of government banks and commissions affect the inflation of traditional currency, but not cryptocurrency. That is why you can store your money much more securely with crypto. The banks employ people who can be bribed or intimidated into giving them account information on hundreds of thousands of people. But with crypto, fraudsters have no source of information about you and your accounts, because all you need to use crypto is to know the password, in other words, the seed phrase or the key. To store this key more conveniently, as well as to transfer crypto, you just need to download an app on your phone, the so-called crypto wallet. Just please do not trust the first wallet you see. I made a special video where I was choosing the most convenient and most secure crypto wallet. It will protect your crypto from stock market crash, hacker attacks, thieves, and even wrong transfers. I recommend you to watch that video. As for the transfers themselves, you can make them instantly for any amount and without any restrictions, reporting to banks, governments, and so on. Crypto transfers are not free, but how much will it cost you? On average, transferring $1,000 in crypto will cost you a $5 fee, while the same transfer through a bank will cost you $60. So crypto transfer is 12 times cheaper. Now imagine again, how much will you save over 1, 2, or 5 years of using crypto? Many people think crypto is an unreliable and short-lived invention of young geeks, but in reality that is not true. Today, 50 of the world's largest companies trust the blockchain technology, which crypto is based on. From the largest US retail chains like Walmart and Amazon to financial giant JP Morgan Chase, booking services like Expedia, and Air Baltic, the national airline of Latvia, an EU country. With crypto you can buy a burger at Subway or KFC, grab a cup of coffee at Starbucks or use it within PayPal, or you can buy a game on Xbox because crypto is trusted by Microsoft. Crypto is already a legal currency in 110 countries around the world. Technically, it is a 100% secure wallet. No tracking by corporate banks, payment services, governments, or malicious people. It is your money in your hands. Of course, there is one loophole left for fraudsters, convincing you to believe them and transfer your money, meaning the human factor. However, it is a lot more complicated than buying your personal information for a few dollars and using your card to purchase a few new laptops on Amazon. Statistically, the number of fraud cases related to crypto in 2022 is 40% less than that related to regular accounts. Moreover, crypto fraud rate drops by half each year. The less naive users are, the easier it is for them to keep their money. On the other hand, bank account and card fraud rate is only increasing because no one cares about the holes in the system. Remember Russell Napier, the economist who predicted almost all of today's inflation problems? He predicted back in 2021, when faith in Bitcoin was severely shaken, that in fact traditional parts of the global economy would decline, but this would not affect cryptocurrency projects. In recent months, it has become apparent that Russell was right in this regard as well. Most share prices of regular companies were falling, while share prices of most tech companies in the IT and crypto mining spaces were only rising, despite the decline in the value of some cryptocurrencies. Nvidia's share prices recently rose 10% in one day, and that is a huge number. So, everything I have just told you is true and has not been a secret for a long time. The problem with cryptocurrency boils down to 2 major pitfalls. The first is a lack of basic knowledge. 9 out of 10 beginners sell crypto cheaper than they bought it, and some even lose it altogether because of their own elementary mistakes. Crypto is like a knife. It is a great tool in the hands of a cook or a doctor, but a terrible one in the hands of a killer. I made a separate video on how to not make all these mistakes and get only the best from crypto. The second problem is that the media plays on people's fears and constantly talks about crypto being a soap bubble. By the way, they have been saying this for over 10 years, as the banking system is finally becoming a relic of the past. So, the real question is, do you want to stay on the sidelines of history? If not, I am not encouraging you to do anything but gain new knowledge. After all, crypto owners usually do not completely avoid using traditional bank cards and accounts. Besides, you have been using familiar services and cards for years and are used to them. But if you are new to crypto, you should not try to figure out on your own something new right away. Videos and articles about cryptocurrency are often complicated and overloaded with information, so many people give up when initially trying to get into crypto. I am not okay with that, and that is one of the reasons my channel exists. Therefore, I have prepared some highly useful short videos for you on how to start using crypto. The link is in the top right corner and in the description below the video. I hope you found this video useful. If so, give it a like, make the right choice, and see you in the next videos.